So I do speak a few languages. So my mother language is Lithuanian, obviously, and I do speak English. I do speak Russian, and I can understand Polish. I can speak a little bit, but not that much. But I can understand everything. My grandmother, she used to be Polish, and she taught me when I was a child. But I'm not quite sure if I do speak correct. So maybe not that confident to speak, but I do understand what people speak about. Yeah, so I almost speak four languages.
So my native language is Lithuanian as well. I am fluent in Russian. I can understand German, and I start learn Spanish. So far.
Oh yeah, I would love to learn Spanish. Spanish is an amazing language. If we could speak Spanish, that would be perfect, no?
¿Qué pasa?
It's like, ¿qué pasa? We may learn.
¿Qué pasa, amigo?
I started traveling when I was a child with my parents, and obviously because I wanted to travel more often, I decided to join a team where we play because I used to play piano and accordion as well. So I decided to join a team just to go away more often without parents. So this is when I was a child, and then and a teenager as well, because normally you're not allowed to go away if you're not 18 or unless you have parents' permission. But so yeah, and then obviously because I really wanted to travel a lot, and this is what I did. And then I turned up 18. I just decided to I need to move from Lithuania because it's not you can't actually travel that much in Lithuania from Lithuania. But my parents, they never wanted me to leave because I was studying as well. So we just decided like I need to finish uni. So I did that, and once I did, I just moved to UK just for more opportunity to travel. So this is how I started. And my first actually travel, it was when I was probably 18 or 19 with my friend. We went to Turkey, and we missed our flight because we got a little bit too drunk the night before, and we missed our flight. So we had like a really good journey because we had to buy another flight next day, but that was not possible any longer because from Lithuania we don't have enough flights. So I was so annoyed about that, and I just thought like, no, that's for sure. I am moving out from this country. So because the next flight was available only after 2 days, and that's kind of not something I would like to do. But we still did next day. We just went to another town, another city, and we still traveled to the town we had to go because we had like holidays booked and hotels and stuff. So yeah, this is my story. Yeah, like when I started. What about you?
So I started travel when I was child as well with my parents. My first travel was to Caucasus, where my father born, and I was so excited. I fall in love with traveling, different countries, cultures, nature. So, and I just grew up and start travel more and more. I used to live in France as well, like 3 months in beach resort. Then I moved to Alps. So yeah, want travel more?
I always wanted to come to USA to travel like everywhere, like all the states and everywhere. But I never thought about coming to live here before, and I'm not sure. Maybe because I don't know if that's right, but I think that in United States, like in USA, you only have 2 weeks holidays, which is not enough for me at all, and that's the biggest issue. Like even if I wanted to move here. I could not do that. Like 2 weeks, no way. It's like only 2 weeks a year you can go somewhere. No way, no. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, I'm definitely doing a big trip like in USA, like probably like 3 or 4 months. It depends how many months we have visa. I'm not sure, like probably 3 months or something. So yeah, I'm definitely doing the trip for sure. But at the moment, I feel like it's great, especially San Diego. Yeah, it's great.
So it's my first time in USA as well. Hopefully not last time. Enjoying so far as well. It's warm and nice. People are chilled and
Yeah,
friendly.
December, 30
Very good
degrees.
vibes.
So normally I actually travel on my own, but I do love friends' company as well. So it all depends like how you feel that day. I was planning to come here on my own, But then at some point she actually decided to join me, and I said, why not? You know, because we're gonna be traveling like 4 weeks, which is kind of a lot of time, you know. So we not necessarily have to be all 4 weeks together. We can just split for like a couple of days, maybe, or one day or something. But yeah, I do love company because I do love meeting people as well, and but I kind of like to be on my own as well. So it's really depends on my mood, and you know, it depends on the country as well. Because if you go, like, for example, to Vietnam, you do like bike stuff, you know. So you get to meet so many people and travel together, biking like from south to north or north to south. It all depends on the country as well, you know. Have you ever traveled alone? I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
I've been. Traveling alone is easier, you know.
You don't need, you don't
It's
need
just
actually
easier. That's it. Even when it's more people, it's more difficult, you know.
more
With every person.
more opinion, no?
Yeah, more opinion, more
More needs,
choices,
yeah.
more moods.
I normally do not actually make any plans when I travel. I don't like to have too many bookings and hotels and hostels and stuff, because if you like the area, you need to feel the area, and you can stay longer if you like. However, I do sometimes if I have like very short distance, like not distance, very short break, like for example a week, and I need to visit lots of places, then you have to plan a little bit ahead and book hostels and booking. So I do couch surfing sometimes, and I do hostels sometimes, and sometimes backpacking as well. So it's really depends. Like at this time, we are trying to save more money, and we do couch surfing, which we prefer because we can meet local people and they can show us around, and like to feel that real culture and anything what is, you know.
Yeah, that's the main reason actually.
Yeah, the main reason, yeah, exactly, because when you meet local people, they can just tell how exactly it is, you know. To be honest with you, I did have lots of things when I was traveling. Like I was kidnapped once time in Tanzania. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of can be very dodgy sometimes. So you do need to know what you do, who you're meeting, and you need to kind of be a little bit careful, especially when you're a woman. However, I don't have any kind of, I'm not afraid of anything. I kind of feel like I can do wherever. I'm easygoing, and even when I was kidnapped, I feel like it's a good kind of example, and it made me more stronger. So, which is kind of, you know, I feel like it's a good. Uh, I mean, I don't even know how to say. I feel like it's good time of my life. I wouldn't actually delete that day because I think it's a good. It's really kind of
Good experience.
experience. Yeah, it's good story to tell as well. You know, because everybody can, you know, kind of, oh, what happened? Tell me about that. You know, so it's a good story to tell. You know. I think that bad experience can be in any countries and not necessarily you have to travel. So it can happen in UK. For example, someone just actually broke into my flat. So that's a really bad experience because that feeling that someone was in my flat, that's even they have taken my stuff, that doesn't matter because you can buy anything. But that feeling that someone was in my flat and I don't know what they did, that's really bad experience. So I feel like as I would never say that I would never come back to Tanzania because I was kidnapped. I would never say that because I think I wouldn't even go on my own there again because I feel like it's not about people, it's just not about country. I think it's just like everywhere in the world you have bad people and you have good people. So I don't think that bad experience can happen exactly in that country and because it's a dodgy country. You know, I would never say that. I would never commit to kind of say like, oh yes, I'm not gonna go there anymore because I had a very bad experience. So I think like you can have bad experience where you live or when you travel. It depends on your luck. But I'm actually a very lucky person. I never have like very bad experience. It's just like anything will happen.
Yeah.
It's just for a reason, you know. So I don't think that.
Lessons learned.
Yeah.